The following presentation will discuss culturally responsive teaching and linguistic diversity. What is cultural competency? ISTE defines cultural competency as being able to interact appropriately and effectively with people from other cultures, be mindful of others' experiences and aware of one's identity and ideas about difference. The world is diverse. Factors like gender, appearance, language, and culture create unique individuals that have different needs. Things to keep in mind: believe people when they talk about their experiences. They have lived through it. Don't make assumptions about others. And don't lump together minorities, as individuals all have different cultures, backgrounds, and lived experiences. The photo on the right discusses several factors that affect developing cultural competency. Awareness represents understanding that people are different with different needs. Attitudes refers to being open and positive to students, which help them to feel welcome. Knowledge is to understand your students and how they learn. Skills represents the skills you should improve to better help your students. What is culturally responsive teaching? According to the article by Kristen Burnham, culturally responsive teaching is a pedagogy that recognizes the importance of including students' cultural references in all aspects of learning. For example, instead of only teaching the white Western classic authors, also usually men, include diverse voices in your assigned readings. Tips for incorporating culturally responsive teaching. The following are suggestions for incorporating culturally responsive teaching in the classroom. Get to know students on a personal level. Build personal relationships with students so that they feel valued and respected. Display student cultures in the classroom. When planning your classroom, make sure to incorporate books from a wide range of voices. Use posters and displays that give representation to diverse students. Incorporate their culture into the curriculum. Providing diverse perspectives is beneficial for all students, not just those with different cultural backgrounds. Learn student names. Taking the time to correctly pronounce a student's name helps to show them that you respect and value them. Linguistic diversity in ESOL, or English language learners. The U.S. is a diverse country with many people who are not native English speakers. In any classroom across the country, a teacher may have an ESOL or ELL student and need to be prepared. While there are special intensive English language classes, there are many students who will have to rely on public education for learning English while learning the rest of the curriculum as well. Understanding how to help them will help you to practice culturally responsive teaching. The image on the right side of the screen shows a group of high school ESOL students who participated in a project called Stories of Migrating Youth to tell their stories. The project became part of an exhibition at their local library. And now a few tips for working with English language learners. Get to know your students. Understanding their cultures and backgrounds can help you to better support their learning. Pay attention to their social and emotional needs. Students' home lives may affect both how they learn in and outside of the classroom. Use Swirl for every class every day. Speaking, writing, reading, and listening all help students to learn English. These are all various ways of being able to practice English. Increase your understanding of English language proficiency, as well as first and second language acquisition. Doing so will help you to understand how your students acquire and use language. And finally, working with parents. Involving parents in a student's education can help increase support at home as well as help you to learn more about the student's culture and background. The following are several suggestions for getting families involved. Show that you value their native language and culture. This will help both the student and their family feel included. Create a welcoming environment in your classroom. For example, displaying books or other decorations that are from the country your student's family came from provides a meaningful connection. Schedule frequent meetings with parents so they feel included in their child's education.